Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Informatics. In this episode, we'll be learning about the structure of the planet Jupiter. We'll be also learning about something about the atmosphere, and we'll be taking a look at the three major types of moons of Jupiters. So without wasting any time, let us jump into this topic. Now, we all know that Jupiter is a very large object. It is the largest object in the solar system after the Sun. Now, what makes this large object is comparatively light. Now, Jupiter's interior is almost entirely hydrogen, while its upper layers, it is enriched with more complex gases or different gases that forms the well-defined striped atmosphere, the patterned atmosphere. Now, around 1,000 kilometers below the apparent surface, there's no solid surface for Jupiter because it's a gas giant planet. But you know, the boundary between the sky and the interior, around 1,000 kilometers below the surface, we find that the pressure becomes so high that the hydrogen is a form of gas, right? It transforms to liquid form. And if we go 20,000 kilometers further inwards, again, we find that the pressure becomes so intense that the hydrogen atoms, they break apart, freeing their hold over electrons, and this pressure, it causes the hydrogen atoms to behave like liquid metal. So within the planet, denser materials sink downwards while lighter materials rise up. The power this generates allows Jupiter to pump out more energy than it receives from the Sun. So that means Jupiter is not getting enough energy from the Sun that it needs. So it's pumping out its own energy because in the form of heat and radio waves. Now, if you're taking a look at the structure of Jupiter, we can find at the heart of Jupiter, we have a solid core. But the existence of the solid core is still unproven, but likely. So we'll keep that aside. Now, surrounding this, we have the liquid metallic hydrogen layer, where these hydrogen atoms break apart and it behaves like liquid metal. And huge electrical currents in this liquid metallic hydrogen layer, it forms the powerful magnetic field, the most powerful magnetic field of any other planet in the solar system. Now, surrounding this liquid metallic hydrogen layer, we have the liquid layer, where the hydrogen transforms to liquid form, from gas to liquid. Alright, so that's about the structure of Jupiter. Now, about something about the atmosphere. If you're taking a look at the names of the stripes, the well-defined, beautiful stripes of the atmosphere of Jupiter, we can find that North Temperate Zone and North Temperate Belt is located. South Temperate Zone, South Temperate Belt is located. South Temperate Belt or Zone? Oh yeah, I'm confusing. Belts and zones. What are these belts and zones? Well, in Jupiter's atmosphere, there are different areas in which there are low pressure is located and high pressure is located. So the areas with low pressure is called belts, and with high pressure is called as zones. It is known as zones. Now, belts, they appear as dark in color because they're staying low, and zones, they appear in light in color, white in color, because the clouds, they pile up to the top in the areas of zones. Not only, but also the boundaries between these, the complex boundaries between these belts and zones, it is shaped by a jet stream wind that's really fast, and this wind causes the zones to move in an eastward direction along with Jupiter's rotation, and it causes the belts to move in a westward direction, all right, along with Jupiter's rotation. So that's about zones and belts of Jupiter's atmosphere. Now, about the moons of Jupiter's, well, scientists divided the moons of Jupiter's into three different groups. The first group is the Amalthea group. Amalthea group is a group in which there are four moons, and these four moons, they are the smaller and inner moons of Jupiter's. And then we have the Galilean moons. Galilean moons are the moons discovered by the Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei in 1610. And those moons are, we took a look in the last episode, Ganymede, Europa, Io, and Callisto. Now these moons are the larger moons of Jupiter's. And then we have the 59 or smaller moons, and we don't call them moons because if we're taking a look at the moons of Jupiter's, we can find that the Amalthea group and the Galilean moons, they are orbiting in their fixed path, their fixed orbit, they're orbiting Jupiter, their fixed path. while the small 59 or smaller moons, they are orbiting Jupiter but not in their fixed path. That's because they're where the small bodies that have been captured by the Jupiter's gravity throughout its life. So we'll be learning about the Galilean moons in much more detail in the next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I'll see you guys in the next episode with the Galilean moons. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.